What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What does it profit a man to help all the needy in the world and lose his own soul? If you lose your own soul in order to cater to the poor, you're going to hell eventually, if you're consistent with that, and you're going to drag all those other poor people to hell along with you.
Social justice warriorism kind of shows itself to be anti-reason. They're not just not persuaded by arguments, but it seems that they have a willingness to err on the side of the marginalized or the poor, meaning that they don't see the urgency in being right on this issue.
I love the way that you framed and pointed out that they don't care so much about getting it right, meaning they don't care about the truth so much as they care about wanting to err on the side of caring for the poor or the oppressed or the needy or whatever the case is.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way I would re-summarize that is they don't care about reality or justice or truth or the objective glory of God. They care about altruism. And this is the evil of altruism. When caring for those with needs or otherism or self-sacrifice in general, however you want to describe altruism, and those are all good descriptions of altruism, whenever that becomes the end-all and be-all of virtue, everything else, including truth, justice, and the glory of God, must bow the knee to it. Now, what's the alternative? The alternative is to care about getting things right. Now, how am I going to do that? I've got to care about me, about my own soul, matching up to the reality of the situation, which means I've got to be selfish in some sense. I've got to care about the health of my soul matching the truth of reality and responding to the truth of reality regardless of the needs of others. So the only way to really combat that in a consistent, principled way, which is what we've been talking about, is to have some sort of view of rational self-interest, where you see that, no, the health of my soul matters more than anything else, more than anyone else's needs. Let God be true and let my soul recognize what is true, what is God's truth, though everyone in need perishes. Because as Jesus says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You could substitute that. What does it profit a man to help all the needy in the world and lose his own soul? If you lose your own soul in order to cater to the poor, you're going to hell eventually, if you're consistent with that, and you're going to drag all those other poor people to hell along with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's so evil and so corrupt, and it makes me very angry that Christians are functionally buying into this nonsense. And this is a good demonstration as to why we need rational self-interest. And rational is important there. It needs to be holy and godly and informed by all of reality, including all of Scripture. But we need to have a care for our own souls, which is the only way we can actually consistently care about getting things right, like getting the truth right, getting justice right, getting the glory of God right. And that's, in the end, the only way to combat all this nonsense about caring for the poor, eclipsing true justice and the truth of the situation.